Looking here at the image entitled Grace and Beauty, this one is maybe one of the least obviously composed ones that we're going to talk about, because this statue here in front looks as though it could very well be there, absolutely real, in context. You would expect to see such a thing here. But I'm not certain that is the case, because you play with this too much.
My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man.
Well, the answer to your question is no, that statue was not there. That statue is on a plinth in Norwich Cathedral, in the city of Norwich in the United Kingdom. The background principally is around about 30 or 40 feet up. That's right up in second or third story of the cathedral. So you have immediately a disparity there. It's not a reality. The floor comes from a porch in another church.
Yes, she caught my eye as we walked on by. She could see from my face that I was fucking high, and I don't...
One of the greatest problems you have when putting these images together, and I refer back once again to the book by David Hockney, the problem that the artists way back when who were using lenses and mirrors as tracing elements to make pictures was perspective. And perspective still poses an enormous problem when you are putting together numerous disparate elements.
I don't think that I'll see her again, but we shared a moment that will last till the end.
For example, that plinth will have been altered to match the perspective of the stones. When it was originally shot, I wouldn't have known precisely where I was going to put it. So when I first put it in there, the perspective lines didn't match. And the more complex the images get as we go down the years, the more difficult and time-consuming that correction of perspective irregularities become. And it does take an awful lot of time. I try and shoot everything on a standard lens. And rather than go to a wide-angle lens, if I need to get a whole of a subject in, I will, for example, divide the subject on my camera, shoot it on 3 separate pieces of film, and then strip it together. I'd rather do that than go and create all the problems that you get when you go to a very wide-angle lens.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
But anyway, going back to Grace and Beauty. Here is a question for you. Can you remember who died in the same week as Princess Diana?
Who died in the same week as Princess Diana? Well, obviously, there would be lots of people, but you're aiming for someone specific.
Of course, somebody famous.
I can't guess.
Okay. The other person who died, I think within 2 or 3 days of Lady Diana, was Mother Teresa of Calcutta.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Yeah.
And I reckon that was God saying to our frenzied media tabloid world, now that's what I call a saint.
There must be an angel with a smile on her face.
Because in England, the death of Princess Diana was treated as if she was a saint. In my estimation, utterly ludicrous. So that prompted me to make this image, Grace and Beauty. The attempt to contrast spiritual beauty with beauty as perceived by our existential world.
But it's time to face the truth. I will never be with